I want to take a moment to introduce people that represent a lot of the hard work and effort that has gone on for almost a decade. Some of our partners, first of all, our biggest partner in security, represented by the most professional police force in the world, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and my partner, Assistant Commissioner Bud Mercer, Chief Operating Officer of the Integrated Security Unit in Richmond. We are honored today with the presence of the Chief Executive Officer of BGenl, Mr. John Furlong. Thank you, John, for being here. Now, our runners,
right up there.
the Canadian Forces here today, CFB Esquimalt, the first of 14 Canadian Forces bases across the country to receive the Olympic flame, represent the past, the present, and the future. Retired Brigadier General Larry Gollner, who you see here holding the flame, ran the torch in the CFB Esquimalt. He is the Honorary Colonel of the legendary Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. Our own Chief of Defense Staff, General Walter Natynchuk, leader of today's Canadian Forces. And you were introduced to her just a moment ago, but our very own formation representative, Lieutenant Commander Lucy Tremblay, our Provost Marshal, our Chief of Police. 99 years ago today, this Navy base was established representing Canada and many thousands of Canadians that have passed through here to represent our country through two world wars, Korea, the Gulf War, and since 2001, the war against terrorism. We have our runners to carry on and represent our entire nation across this country. So to all of them, I wish Godspeed and the best of luck, and go Canada go for the 2010 Olympic Games. And now to say a few words on behalf of the Vancouver Organizing Committee, Mr. John Furlong.
Good morning, everybody, or it might be good afternoon already, but good morning, and thank you so much for coming here today for this great event. You know, I wanted to come today because when you have a great friend, you should say thank you. And last night I was the privileged Canadian who got this flame handed to him in the Olympic Stadium in Athens. And we flew with our friends across the world last night, stopped in Iceland, and then came into Victoria this morning, and we got here, and of course our Olympic torch relay has started. We got here because we have a great friend, and last night when we left Athens, we boarded a Canadian Forces plane with a terrific bunch of men and women, a crew who looked after us, took us to Iceland, took us to Victoria this morning. Never met people more proud and more courageous and more gifted and more decent in my life. And you've been a great friend to us, and the effort that the Canadian Armed Forces has given to this organizing committee, I can't describe it, but I wanted to come and say thank you, and thank you to Walter and to this other great Canadian here, and to say how proud we are to have you as our friend. And I also wanted to see for myself whether this man can really run. But you know what they're doing? What they're doing, there are 12,000 legs on the way to Vancouver. You're about to see one of them end and one of them begin. And it is our job, all of us, to give these folks a push all the way to Vancouver. And when that flame comes in the stadium in February, you will feel like you shared in this, and it was part of you. And that's what this is about, making this about every one of us. So thank you for being our great friend. Enjoy this, and let's give the chief a big send-off. Let's light that flame and let her go up that hill. Thank you.